no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Watch the screen. Go. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 52. Check 52 is the mic. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Hey, Charlie. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking
out about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Yellow. Bandit. Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 35 on second down, Mahomes throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. George Kittle, 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Bravo.
Back to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Lions first down.
Got it. 45. Mike, 40. Pilot, 64. Weak. Bang, bang. Let's go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, C6.
2nd and 2. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Head logo. Watch the screen. 5. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 2.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 45 the mark. Stop your whining.
He'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. Coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, with that incompletion, I want to step back for a second, just talk about the quarterbacks this year. It's an interesting stat that you and I were looking at before the game. 40 quarterbacks have been used in the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, most in the Super Bowl era. Some injuries and then just some changes at QB.
Yeah, 20 of the starting quarterbacks this past Sunday under the age of 27. But what I like about what I'm seeing, despite the injuries, retirements, guys being unable to play, I'm seeing these youngsters and backups come in and play well in a lot of cases. Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville has taken charge there. They got their first win. Kyle Allen, 4-touchdown pass for Carolina in relief of Cam Newton. They got their first win. Going into week 3, the collective quarterback rating for the season, 94.0, which was the highest at that stage of the season in a long time in the NFL. So maybe the quarterbacking straits that we talk about all the time aren't as dire as we've made them out to be.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Tight into the right, boy, tight into the right. Hey, Haywood. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45 the mic. Target, 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 target. Steve Griffin.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Reggie White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Gurley. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10.
Yellow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
45, 45, 43, 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey. Check. Easy. Shift.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? And under the Lions pressure. He's brought down. Reggie White able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go, go. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
2nd and 14. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I got it. Hey, 57, 57. Check 45, exit. Check 45 is the mic. Hey, color. Let him know. Why? Get wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Quiet, 64, weak. Hero 15. Echo.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. All you get is a headache. Name it. Max 50. There's a party now. Collect.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
45. Hey, Charlie. 45.
Here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Here's Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Gurley. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Jackson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. With it is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. I don't even know why his team showed up.
Ready?
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 short.